Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
I'm John.
And we just watched an episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yes, the last one of 2025.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what other kind of filler shows will they give us till the new year?
It's a lot of filler.
This was a very fillery episode.
He's looking to go over for like a nip tuck episode.
Yeah. Yeah. This is more filler than Heather Gay has at Beauty Lab and Laser.
Ew.
Yeah, it was an all right episode, I guess, I suppose.
There were certain things that happened at the beginning and at the end, and then the filler, the in between was just like, all right, well, this is a scene happening.
Yeah, I mean, we'll bounce around a little bit and just go ahead and say, well, at least we didn't have to watch Keiarna get engaged. I mean, that was
I was saying to you, this would be the episode like in Friends. It's like, the one where Keiarna did not get engaged.
That's what this was.
That's what this episode is.
That's kind of screwed up a Greg to be like, oh, and here's a bag from the jeweler, and then
zoom in on the jeweler, and it's like, it's a picture.
It's a picture frame. Yeah.
So you move back in. There's no proposal. Here we are. We're talking about like the deed to the condo that might change sometime, and like they might be at this. It was just like a lot of like goopity goop.
Yeah, a lot of what ifs and a lot of like what's really going on here, and a lot of I don't care.
So,
I do have to say though that if he were to have proposed by saying, "Here, open up this moving box, and you're going to find a ring inside there," I would have been really irritated.
I didn't know it actually would have been cute. Like, oh,
really?
You forgot to unpack this box. What's this? It's the ring. That would have been cute.
Well, you proposed way better than that. So,
yeah,
I'll give that to you.
Yeah, well, obviously, yeah.
I guess had there been a ring, had it been like, oh, and then there's these red roses are your favorite flower.
Who's in this box?
Ring?
The picture frame should have been the fake out. Like, a picture frame. And then, something else in the bottom of the bag, I think. And then there's the ring. Call me, Greg. Call me. I can write the rules for you.
I think it was a little also, the fact that she had to say it's not a matter of if we get married, it's when. I don't know. Keiarna.
It's weird. Like,
the man tells you the first time.
When someone shows you they really are, believe them the first time.
Right.
When we moved in together, we talked maybe about getting married, but it was never like. So when we get married, it just takes out I feel like it takes out the joy out of it, and the surprise and the whimsy, and it's just like, well, this is gonna happen. This is like on our bullet point plan,
right? But we didn't move in together and then move out of each other. It's like under the whole idea that we weren't. There's a whole expectation that they're going to take things to the next level, and so for him to be still saying if they get married, I'm just like.
Yeah,
maybe it's not a good sign if that's what.
So that was basically the song and dance when he and her mom went to go look at rings. What was it, Jazzy or Tia?
With Angel.
Angel, yes.
Yeah. It's gonna end up. I think they'll end up probably by the end of the season. Maybe he'll propose.
I mean, maybe.
But do I?
Maybe a reunion.
Do I really care? Not really.
No, not really. No.
And then we pick. So the show actually started at the end of the Potomac and Ponies.
Right,
thing.
With Angel denying she'd been evicted.
Because I don't want to get into it. We don't need to rehash it. I don't think she's evicted. This is not the same thing. Letting your Airbnb expire is not the same thing as being evicted.
No.
It's not like she was staying there. It's not like the sheriff had to come and post a notice and say, you got to get out of this house.
Correct. She wasn't forcibly removed from the house.
Yeah. Also, if I were Keiarna, I would have been defending my friend a little bit more and telling Giselle.
I knew Angel, and she wanted to let this happen, and they're trying to make it seem as if she's just
a deadbeat,
bad mom for letting this happen to her kids, fake for moving to Potomac for the show.
Mm-hmm.
They are just so out to hate this girl. It's really just.
Yeah, it's.
I'd run back to Colorado too.
Yeah, it's real gross.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, why didn't Keiarna defend her more? That's my question. Oh, it's because she wants to be besties with Giselle and Ashley. So,
Ashley, you couldn't stand last year, who's Sesame Street friend, mollywopped you, all right? And you still got the scar. I don't understand.
They must have sat her down before the season started and said, hey,
The real enemy is Stacey.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that's so lame. Keiarna's lame.
Yeah.
Lame.
Then all the women, except for Wendy, had a problem with Thiemo leaving the party early.
Right.
Granted, it was only there 32 minutes. That's a bit
be lucky he came, okay? Like, you made it seem like this man doesn't exist. They're not really together. He came, showed up for his ex-wife, and...
Current wife? They're trying to get back
No,
together.
divorce, though.
I know, but still, they're his partner.
Sure.
Okay.
And, you know, at least he was there, and now you're like, well, now...
It's not like they were hanging out, and like, it's not like all the men were there hanging out with the women. The men were out in the corner hanging out, talking to each other, and...
Had she not told you, you wouldn't have known.
Right.
Okay, you wouldn't have cared.
Right.
So let's go over to Ashley hooking up, talking about Giselle, hide your husbands and your kids. Ashley's hooking up with her friend Charrisse's kid.
I don't know hooking up with, but they kiss.
Made out, yeah.
Made out. Yeah, that was a little bit much. I didn't expect that. Also, I mean, we thought he was gay.
Not if there's anything wrong with it.
No, there's not. But I mean, I was surprised to find out that he and Ashley kissed because he was just being a polite, well-mannered young man,
Well, look at Ashley's last husband, though.
Oh, no. But good one. Very good one. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty cool of Charrisse to be like, oh, okay, out with it. Let me know.
Honey, Charrisse was happy to be there. She was like, take my kid, take my champagne room, take like my jewelry, take my lingerie outfit. I just want to be on the show. Can I be a friend of? Can I hold like a mini champagne fluid?
Yeah.
Like,
that was interesting that she showed up to a family event wearing, what basically a see-through little boots.
Like, okay, this is what you would wear to the Cowboy Carter show, as we saw when we went. Not to a family fun day that is inspired by Cowboy Carter. Like, no. I don't see you in your booty shorts, Charrisse. Like, you look great, but not the time when there are children around for your booty.
Yeah, it was Stacey who pointed that out, right? Or was that
like why? Yeah, Stacey's like, why are you talking to me? Why are you wearing a lingerie? This is a family event.
Yeah, I don't like it when any of the housewives are like, oh, why is so-and-so talking to me? They're beneath me, that whole thing. And I know that Charrisse hasn't been the nicest to Stacey.
I don't think it's beneath me. It's more just like, you don't like me, so why are you like coming like, oh, look at your pretty daughter? Like, Charrisse is so fake. She's so fake. Like, why do we let her back in the door? Giselle, why?
Because Giselle.
The only reason she was there because of that moment that fell through, because if she was still on the show, it would be more impactful. But she's not. And it's not like we like saw this dude grow up.
Right.
Yeah, so when the show started, he was 17. Think about it that way. But it wasn't like we like, oh my gosh, no. It was like,
And they were really trying to make it a thing that like,
right.
You can't believe you got with her son. And it's like, first off, she didn't get with him. They had a little kiss.
Also, this is like two full-on scenes. There was a flashback and then the present day.
Right.
I'd need all that.
All over something that happened 2 years ago that clearly did not continue to happen. Or
else Charrisse knew about.
Right.
Like, it was trying to act like, oh no, really? Oh my gosh, just spit it out, say it. Girl, we have orchestrated this entire lunch. That was a flashback, not even like a real scene, by the way.
So that was all to give Ashley a reason to be in this episode.
To be relevant.
Yeah, basically.
What else storyline does Ashley have?
Yeah.
Like, now that she dumps, like, poor man's,
Josh? What's his name? Oh, poor man's,
Jack.
Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't even get the wonderful little scene with the Brain Tumor Society to say, hey, thanks, where they were both thanking each other like Giselle. But that was a GNA event. Ashley could have been part of that.
Right. She could have been. That was Giselle's only personal scene.
It really was, yeah. So,
especially she's still going through the whole lawsuit thing.
With her dad's estate. And,
and that was Giselle's scene.
Yeah,
but back to the party. I really wish Angel, again, had said the things that she said in her confessional, like, you expect me to like hang out with you guys and be like fun, it's family fun day, when you just like moments ago were like dressing me down. Like, she needs to like just say it more and see it. I think we're gonna get more of that in the Colorado trip, but I just need more like,
Well, it looks like we're gonna get more of that, but I think when she says I don't want any toxic, toxicity at my property, I think she's gonna dance right past that real quick when Giselle's like, what? Huh? What do you mean?
Or she's only saying it to one person. It makes it seem like she's saying it to like a bunch of people.
Right.
She's saying it to her husband probably, and that's mark my words, it's just to her husband, and that's you're right. And
so I mean, hopefully she stands up and makes it clear that don't be
like enough, like to stop. playing in my face.
And also on top of that, like, she wouldn't show up at Giselle's house and be disrespectful to the host of the party.
No.
You know? Or was she already? I can't remember.
No, she didn't talk about Giselle's house or anything about that. She was just like, why was Giselle being so mean to me in this catfish crap?
Yeah. So hopefully next week we get some advancement on that.
Yeah.
So then that leaves us, what? Just Wendy and her dad?
No, there was stuff before that. So it was, we'll get off Stacey's potato salad. That was weird, like, that focus on that, but whatever.
And it seemed to be A-OK potato salad. Eddie had no problem with it.
Well, sure. No, we basically got the tea of it all.
No,
sister,
yeah.
which is like, great, you're connecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hearing them kind of painstakingly walk us through every detail of, you know, how they reunited, I was like, this is more detail than I really, really need.
I mean, it's not very impactful, again.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know how you could make that impactful, like, especially because there doesn't seem to be any conflict anymore about it. Like at the time, you know, I can see she was getting it at the time, you know, she was so pro her mother that, you know, she was automatically against her newfound sisters.
Or she even said to her dad, I don't want her at my wedding. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's my day.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but then just to find out now, well, I'm cool because, you know, I am. It's like, okay, neat. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for spending, it seemed like an eternity talking about it on this episode.
Basically, there's a lot of like, oh, my sister's coming. And it's like, and they just like had a heartfelt conversation, but it didn't move the needle.
Right.
So
it just also made me think that were they testing to see if we would just be like, oh, two people with accents. Let's do it. Two posh accents. I love it.
It's like you're watching Lisa Vanderpump.
Yeah. So.
That's tall.
Yeah. But then it was just Wendy's.
Oh, Stacey and Thiemo worked out.
That was creepy to me.
It was just like...
Also, I don't know why we're supposed to feel like, you know, when she does that whole couple that works out together, sweats together, stays together. She said the exact same thing about TJ, and I didn't buy it. Because they did that workout scene.
I don't... This is no shade. I don't buy Stacey as a very sexual person.
Mm-hmm.
So when she's like, you know, Ashley's buttons aren't the only thing getting on that countertop, it's like, look, Samantha. You're not Samantha.
Yeah, you're no sex
like,
city.
It's like, oh, wink, wink. Like, it's just, that's not your lane, you know? So it was just awkward. They're an awkward couple. I'm glad they're working it out and their daughter's happy, and leave it at that. I don't need the sexy workout scenes. We're not even working out. You're like, oh, my baptism was ball.
Well, that's actually quite a workout. Some of that, you know, going up and down one of those
medicine balls.
Yeah. Well, that's a yoga ball.
Yoga ball, yeah.
I had to do that once, and it really it burns. It really does.
What do you like? She's like, I'm not really trying to work out. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. So I appreciate.
You're in full like makeup and a wig. Of course, you're not really working out.
Yeah. She also seems like, you know, genetically she's just skinny and slim, and so she doesn't have to work out. And as she clearly stated, she, you know, doesn't work out to, you know, get the ass growing.
Right.
And then, you know, what'd she work out for?
If she hadn't, she didn't shake it. We see that. Like, it's just like it's how she moves.
All right. And be careful with that cord there, Adam. It's very delicate audio equipment.
Oh my goodness. I want to lift it up. But...
You lift it up. Go ahead. Do it.
Okay.
So now are we talking about Wendy?
Yeah.
There's really nothing else is going on. Wendy's house looked very nice. Now that is the house we saw on Wife Swap, right? The couch and everything. Okay, so we saw pre-remodeled.
Correct.
Okay.
Because it was in between season.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why it wasn't such a big deal that red paint got on the carpet.
Exactly.
Okay. It was very nice. I liked seeing it. Some of it I was a little like the gold accents in the kitchen.
I didn't know the gold accents, but the kitchen looked way better. Like, I hate countertops like that, or like those weird bars, you know, in a kitchen. It's like I need it all in one level, just one big island/bar area.
Mm-hmm.
It was very pretty, but every time they talk about money with her, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and she did mention, when her mom and sister came over, yeah, it was expensive, but it was worth it. And I'm like, was it?
Which credit card did you use?
Also, yeah.
I don't use them.
But was it worth it? Really?
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah. So it does make me, but,
So we can make this like late in life storyline or late in season storyline with Wendy and her dad. Basically, they were not close. They, I think he left the family. Her mom mainly raised her and her sister. She's kind of trying to reconnect with the dad. They had a nice moment on the phone.
I think it's really ridiculous, though. I mean, that she went to Nigeria, and while she was in Nigeria, she tried to see him, and he was just, too busy? Like, it's not like she went to New Jersey to see him. She went to Nigeria.
Quite frankly, I zoned out. So I don't recall that, if that's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. So, if she didn't go there with the express reason to see him and she was like, oh, we're in Nigeria, do you have the time? Well, that's one thing. But you would like to think that your estranged father would drop what he's doing and be like, okay, you've traveled across the world to see me. Here I am for, make time, at least 10 minutes, or half an hour or lunch,
She's all like, been around the world. I can't find my dad here.
God, can we get a divorce?
I don't know.
Actually,
I don't know why.
Really, I do.
Why he's gone away.
I really appreciate that reference more than I can let on. I did get the feeling though, because he's got to be old. How old must he be? Because
he looks pretty good. I was like, that's your dad?
Yeah, other than the giant scar on his forehead or whatever. But he did look pretty all right. But
like maybe if she's in her early 40s, because she turned 40 last year.
Right.
So he might be in his 60s?
Okay.
60s, yeah.
Yeah. The only reason I wonder is that, like, he was giving, I don't know, he kind of reminded me of your dad when you call sometimes, or it's like, oh, it's good to talk to you, son. That whole thing. So
it's my daughter.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, and part of me was wondering, like how, first off, does she have other siblings or whatever? Or
it's not her sister though.
Yeah, that's what makes me wonder. Like, does he have family? And that's what I was wondering. Like, with the whole Tia of it all, was that kind of the parallel they were trying to draw, or were they just talking about?
Okay.
But I guess they would have specifically mentioned that, or if that was indeed the case.
Right.
But it did make me wonder if he's like, my daughter. I have a daughter. What? Oh yeah, my daughter.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So basically her mom got pissed off because when he brought up her father and having a good conversation with them. So I get it, when her mom feels that her dad wasn't in the picture and she sacrificed so much and worked so many jobs to like
worth one job for every degree Wendy got. So
right.
Yeah. I mean,
to like put her through school, to help her out, like raising these two kids on her own. So this whole idea of like, oh, I connected with my dad and he's so great. I can see where she'd be like still bitter. Like, why does, I was the only parent that you had really.
Right.
And also probably just thinking like, are you doing this for the show? I can tell she's going like, why are you doing this?
Her mom or
her mom.
Okay.
And her sister, they both have this look on their face like, are you trying to do this for the
okay.
Which is funny when Wendy said, oh, you're trying to have a moment. It's like, I think you're trying to have a moment.
Yeah, I mean, just the way her mom was getting really, really heated over, the finger towards her face. I mean,
well, because her mom was like, I'm not your friend. It's like, this is not the show.
Right.
I'm not a Real Housewife. Don't do that to me. I'm your mother.
But at the same time, her mom, I get it. But her mom was like being really, really heated and disrespectful and probably starting to swear in front of the kids. And right. Wendy's mom, I would have expected to be like, okay, yeah, I'll calm it down till the kids get out of here.
Right, let's pause.
Yeah.
And then as the kids, we saw them in the background slowly walking up the stairs.
Like, if we don't want to live, we want to watch this.
Exactly.
We watch grandma and mom go at it.
Right.
Yeah. I guess you're right. It does seem in that regard that it is more, they were more confused about, is this for the show? Because, yeah.
It seemed out of the blue to them,
Well, they talked about it a couple weeks ago, though.
Which they probably thought, okay, this is the end of it. So when she's like, oh, by the way, I spoke to dad. And they're just like, why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
And why would you tell me? That's the thing, too. It's like, just have that one with your dad. You make it a moment when you bring it up to your mom. But then I understand where she's saying, you know, that they've done this to her before, and like, you know, shouted her down and started bringing up the dad, which makes you also say like, well, then don't bring up the dad.
Right.
It's like a very sensitive subject.
It also seemed really odd to me. You know, I liked how she seemed really real with Eddie towards the end of like, you know, they always do this, and you know, it's always them against me. But in my head, I'm just like, well, I don't know where you're going to think that like the guy you haven't seen in 20 years is going to be on your side, or like somehow any sort of flex with them. Like,
right.
He's been absent, he's been gone, and you know, I get you're wanting someone to be on your side in your, you know, mother-father situation, but his opinion's never going to mean anything to her mother. So having him on your side is not it's not good currency. So
yeah,
but yeah.
And also, where has he been all these years? And it just seemed.
What's interesting is that I think I don't know. We're learning all this stuff about Tia's family, and we're kind of like yawning through it.
Yeah.
And with Wendy's dad thing, we're at least talking about it. It's at least interesting.
Well, there was a fight. That's why it was interesting. Tia always had like a bloody little brunch.
True.
Which does not make good TV.
True.
But Wendy's mother in Wendy's own house saying like, "F you, Wendy. Shut up. Shut up." That's good TV.
Yeah, that's good TV.
Yeah.
But you were telling me that discussing the chore chart with Tia's kids wasn't good television.
I mean,
and having to tell them, well, no, you ate those Doritos and you didn't put them away. Like I was on the edge of my seat, man. Riveting television.
It's the Emmy right there. for your consideration.
I would love to see like in the most boring clip of television, the most boring part of reality show, like Emmy. That should be a.
Or if like the Las Culturistas awards were more bitchy, that would be it.
Yeah, I'd get that in.
Yeah.
So all right. Well, I don't know that we really, you know, need to really there's nothing to dissect is the problem.
We covered everybody. Monique wasn't there. Jazzy was there, but didn't really do much. So the friends kind of like rested.
Mm-hmm. So they a gap week.
Yes.
And so
yeah.
I think this is it, and then I think we're off until Christmas. After Christmas,
until the 30th.
Yeah.
Salt Lake. So this is the last Potomac of the year. What are your 2025 thoughts on Potomac?
They need to stop banging on Stacey. They need to stop banging on Angel. And I think they, you know, Ashley and Giselle need to get their own storylines that we can actually get behind.
Right.
Instead of, you know, hazing the other women. That's where I'm on with that. I really hope that Angel's trip to Colorado goes well. It won't. I can't imagine that that's going to go well at all.
I want to see Colorado, though. You know, I've never been.
Well, I'm sure what we're going to see in Colorado is not the Colorado we would go to. Also, before we end this episode, what in the F is she like, oh, we're going to go on a hiking adventure and horseback ride? It's like, no.
Know your audience.
Yeah. And what world do you think Keiarna is going to be like, yeah, and that's her friend. I don't think Keiarna is going to be like, yeah, put me up on a horseback, sis. It's not going to happen.
I love a horseback.
And then I don't see, Giselle going along with it. Like, oh, we're going to hike across to the river? What? Like,
because we're not hikers.
No.
I
mean, the funny thing, though, is that Ashley would do it if someone else suggested it, but just because it's going to be Angel suggesting it, it's going to be like, no.
Totally. Giselle's like, let's do a hike for G&A. Ashley would be like, get my boots.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So what are your thoughts on Potomac for 2020?
Overall, you know, it's been a fine season. I agree with your points about Stacey and Angel. I'm looking forward to the Colorado trip, as I said before. And the season wrapping up.
Like, I just want this season to end.
As we get, no, not necessarily that. But the Karen interview beginning with Andy. And
we get more Monique.
Monique, yes. That's really been like a big rose, a really unexpected rose. Even though, because I liked Monique bunch when she was on, but I never was like clamoring for her to come back, and so it's kind of like, okay, she's coming back. But now I'm like, oh, I'm really into her coming back and her attitude compared to other former housewives who return to shows.
Right.
So yeah, I think she's been a big rose, and then the Thorne is just like out of hazing and the lack of storyline and the piling on and the gang ups. And so, yeah.
No bueno.
Do better.
Do back, Giselle.
In 2026. And Ashley.
And producers.
Yes.
Well, until next time.
Until next time.